Hollywood is not going to stop. The biggest stars are now going to try to convince you how human they are, how much they can relate to you.
Hailey Bieber's father, Stephen Baldwin, trending because of Diddy. That's right, girl. Justin Bieber's father-in-law has entered the chat. We got to talk about this, but before we do, let me introduce myself to you, girl. My name is Sebastian, and I spill pop culture tea videos every single day. So, girl, listen, if you're looking for a new messy best friend, honey, you have found me, okay? So grab a snack and a drink, get comfortable, because I think this is going to be a very bumpy ride, girl. Listen, girl, I do 5 videos a day, okay? You will never go thirsty on my channel the way I will keep you hydrated with all the tea, honey. Listen, I don't play around when it comes to pop culture. J-Lo sneezes, I'm gonna do a video on it. P. Diddy, does anything, I'm gonna do a video on it, girl. I don't play around, okay? I do not play around, all right? Having said all of that, girl, now that you're subscribed and you're comfortable and you got a snack, let's talk about Stephen Baldwin, Hailey Bieber's father, Justin Bieber's father-in-law. So, Stephen Baldwin, he's a interesting character, if you will. He is very, very vocal about his faith in God, his Christianity, which I think is fabulous. Good on you. He's also big on conspiracies. He's also very big on Hollywood conspiracies.
Just like Jesus, they are plotting the demise. Just like Jesus, they are plotting the demise. And just like Jesus, it's already too late. Because you may plan a demise against the only one who has rised from the dead. I'm a poet. Oh, and boy, oh boy, don't I know it.
And he says these quotes that kind of leave you kind of like with a huge question mark. But then you're probably wondering like, wait a minute, girl. This is kind of interesting.
Hollywood is not going to stop. The biggest stars are now going to try to convince you how human they are, how much they can relate to you, how they suffer every day just like you. Hollywood's elite, the A-list people, they suffer. They do. And the job of the Matrix is to convince you innocent ones that they are true, while their agenda continues to kill, steal, and destroy.
What's happening here? Listen, let me tell you something. Justin Bieber's father-in-law, I think he knows a lot of things. And I think that all those quotes that people say that he's crazy for, I think that he's been trying to tell us something all along, best friend. And I know what you're thinking. You're probably like, Sebastian, you lost your mind. No, girl. Listen, let me tell you something, all right? 3 days before Diddy's arrest, Stephen Baldwin randomly puts a picture of him and Tupac Shakur. May he rest in peace. Now, you know who is said to have allegedly been part of Tupac's passing? Diddy. Check this out. So the article says Tupac Shakur believed Sean Diddy Combs was involved in his 1994. You guys know there's some words I cannot say, but you can read, girl. So it says 2 years before his death, Tupac Shakur survived a in close proximity to the Notorious B.I.G. and Sean Diddy Combs. When he arrived at a New York City club, 3 men attacked him, leaving him injured in the aftermath. Tupac rushed inside where he found Biggie, Diddy, and others. Their expressions and demeanor sent a chill through him. He hinted that it seemed they had prior knowledge to the attack. And it also said in another part that he, allegedly Tupac, was super like shocked because they had these really huge looks of surprise on their face. The article is alleging that, he kind of saw in them that they didn't expect him to be alive, allegedly, girl. But in 2008, Diddy called these claims baseless. Says here that Diddy says the story is a lie. It is beyond ridiculous and completely false, he said. Neither the late rapper Notorious B.I.G. nor I had any knowledge of any attack before, during, or after it has happened. I'm shocked the LA Times would be so irresponsible as to publish such a baseless and completely untrue story. He was not charged in connection to the attack. So, Diddy did claim that this was false, so obviously take it with a grain of salt. But it's just so crazy that like 3 days before, this man who has nothing to do with it, who was allegedly friends with Diddy, posts a picture with Tupac.
You have heard the expression, the calm before the storm. There is always a calm before the storm, but then so is there another calm after the storm. There's a calm and then a storm and then another calm. And in that latter calm is the preparation for the next storm.
Now, conspiracy theorists, they kind of freak me out a little bit, girl. I'm not gonna lie to you. Sometimes I get a little bit like, girl, what is going on here? But I also have to say that, you know what? I think there might be some truth in all of this. I think that Stephen Baldwin, of course, legendary Baldwin family, has been around Hollywood forever. They've seen stuff. They've seen things. And everything that happens in the dark comes to the light. Now listen, I'm not going to say that he still doesn't kind of, do something to me. Like he kind of gives me the creeps. But I'm going to start paying more attention to this man. And I think at the end of the day, that's what you do when you want to say something, but you are kind of afraid of saying something, but you still want to say it. So you kind of find ways to say it. And then you're automatically, titled as the crazy guy. He's titled as, Bieber, the Bieber's crazy dad or father-in-law. But maybe he's been literally trying to tell us something all along. I think when you arrive to Hollywood, you really do believe that, everything is glitz and glamour, but there's an energy to Hollywood. There's an energy to this place. Some celebrities that I've met, I'm not going to lie to you, have this very vacant look in their eyes. I've heard a lot of, rumors and conspiracies about Los Angeles and what goes on behind closed doors in these huge mansions. I have heard a lot of things that go off, a lot of people that you believe are so wholesome and sweet and kind and nice on TV, when they're behind closed doors, they're allegedly monsters. So there's a lot of darkness in Hollywood. There's a lot of creepiness in Hollywood. There's a lot of money, power in Hollywood, which equals to the human to go crazy and believe that they are a god. And a lot of celebrities have that godlike, persona that overtakes them and, forces them or lets them do things that most of the time they get away with. But now that Diddy's going down, I'm sure that a lot of them will not be getting away with it because a lot of their secrets are being ready to be exposed. I think a lot of things will be coming to light. I think that a lot of people that know things that have been scared to talk about it, once Diddy goes down, I think that a lot of things will come out. I think that it's important to understand that maybe a lot of people have not said something because maybe they're scared of the consequences, or they're scared of what secrets might come out of them, So I think a lot of people right now are kind of like covering their tracks or just waiting for the moment for him to be, incarcerated, or sentenced so they can speak out. But I don't know, Stephen Baldwin, there's something I'm seeing him a lot different now, you know? I think that he definitely knows a lot, and I think that we got to go back to all of his videos and maybe like watch his podcast and kind of really pay attention, because I will say I totally thought he was bonkers. I'm not gonna lie to you. I thought he was creepy, he was bonkers, and I just didn't want anything to do with him. But now I'm just like, girl, what do you know? And especially being the father-in-law of someone who is now being dragged into all of this with Diddy, like Justin Bieber is, I do think that, you know, we got to pay attention to Stephen Baldwin. So he is now definitely on my radar. But what do you guys think about all this? Let me know in the comments below. There is some reason, honestly, to believe that all of these conspiracies, all of these, you know, weird conversations that Stephen Baldwin has, or the weird quotes, I think it goes very deep. And I think that there's a lot of stuff behind each quote. So I think it's just up to us to kind of decipher it, or whatever it's called. But what do you guys think about this? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you guys. I'm so grateful and thankful for you guys. Make sure to hit that subscribe button. It takes 2 seconds, because I'm sure there's going to be so many more updates. So stay tuned, and I'll see you guys in my next video.